Man, do I love some Dimash, guys. Here at Shaka Reacts, we love reacting and analyzing music. And speaking of loving music and Dimash, happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is going to be coming up pretty soon here, guys. We are going to be, in honor of that, checking out a song entitled Love is Like a Dream. Believe it or not, I've never actually heard this song before.
Shocking, I know.
Let's check it out.
Димаш Кудайберген.
I love the anticipation. There's so much anticipation in his live performances.
Я в глаза твои, как в зеркало смотрюсь. Отражение потерять свое боюсь. Не хочу, чтоб я лишь гостем был в сумраке ночей и в судьбе твоей.
Heavy lyrics
Я
there.
люблю тебя, как любят в жизни раз. Словно солнце в мире не было до нас. От забот и мелких ссор я тебя увел, и ключи от счастья для тебя нашел, для тебя нашел.
At low range.
Любовь, похожая на сон, сердец хрустальных перезвон.
No, wait.
Твое
I got it now.
волшебное люблю. Я тихим эхом повторю. Любовь, похожая на сон.
Yeah. Okay, I recognize it now, guys. I do recognize it now. So I have heard this before. Interesting. It's weird. I've never heard of it before, like the actual title, but I've definitely heard that melody before. What an interesting transition that was. For that, the beginning to getting into the main melodic line there of "Love is like a dream." Not what I was expecting. Really interesting transition there musically. Very, very, very unique. Definitely catches your eye, or your ear. It immediately draws you in because you're like, well, that doesn't quite line up, but it does actually, and it's really well done. I love. So I mentioned earlier the heavy lyrics. So this is a song clearly where the lyrics are going to be very important, very, very heavy meaning in terms of the lyrics here. But I love how he started just with spoken word, and then kind of slowly started to add subtle singing to it. I wouldn't say he was in a full-fledged vocal singing voice right away. He just kind of slowly progressed over into a full-fledged vocal line. Really, really neat effect to kind of transition you from that heavy importance that they are putting on the lyrics into the bigger, broader, obviously more instrumental stuff that's going to be coming into play here as we get further into the song. You can see it in the background. You know it's coming. It's a matter of time. I want to rewind just a little bit to hear that transition again, guys, into the main theme, because that was really neat. Just a little bit further back, sorry.
Для тебя нашел. Любовь, похожая на сон.
That right there.
Сердец хрустальных.
It's weird. So I can hear the transition, chordally speaking, from the end of this into that. It makes sense, chordally speaking, but from a melodic line, it's just such an odd note to transition on. It's really neat.
Тебя нашел, для тебя нашел. Любовь, похожая на сон. сердец хрустальных.
Cool. Very cool.
Твое волшебное люблю. Я тихим эхом повторю, любовь похожая на сон. Счастливым сделала мой дом.
Beautiful head voice.
Но вопреки законам сна, пускай не кончится она.
A lot of ambient sounds there.
Я прощаю одиночество и грусть. Ты сказала в них, я больше не вернусь. Так бывает только в сладком сне, но любовь у нас наяву сейчас. Мне в глазах твоих себя не потерять. До разлуки нам любовь не разменять. И немыслимой ценой, и своей мечтой заслужил я это счастье быть с тобой. Быть всегда с тобой. Любовь, похожая на сон. Сердец
Great transition.
хрустальных перезвон. Твое волшебное люблю. Я тихим эхом повторю, любовь похожая на сон.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Счастливым сделала мой дом. Но вопреки законам сна, пускай не кончится.
I love that. Before we continue, real quick, guys, some things I want to point out. So, I believe that's Igor Krutoy in the background. We've obviously listened to quite a few of his pieces that he has specifically written and or arranged, and I'm always drawn to him because his writing is so good, so well done. Obviously, Dimash here, just a vocal amazingness here. There's another thing I want to talk about with the microphone too. That's really neat. But we're going to talk a little bit about Krutoy here, simply because his writing is so well done. So in this section, you can really hear it being flexed. He is very, very good at writing what we call contrasting lines in music. So whenever you write music, the general rule of thought is parallel, meaning things that do the same thing but run in parallel. Can get tired. It can get very old at times. And the better way to write music is to try to have contrasting movement through your music. And this section is such a good example of that. Every time that Dimash is going up, you hear the string section coming down. Every time that Dimash is going down, you hear the string section going up. There's this beautiful counter melody, counter writing going on between the two sections. And it complements each other so wonderfully. We're going to rewind for this section just so you guys can kind of hear that and really take that in. And so that, again, something you can really appreciate a lot more in depth as we get into this recording here.
So
you can hear he's coming down there. Strings are going up. Coming down, strings going up.
кончится.
Oh, man. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh. Diction there. All right, sorry, I don't want to pause in the middle of a section, but I have to hear that little bit at the beginning again there. I don't know if you guys are hearing it in your headphones, your devices, whatever you're using to listen, but there was definitely a harmonic. Whether it is a harmonic from him singing or whether we're hearing that from another vocalist somewhere in the background, I don't know. But there was absolutely a harmonic there. One of the things I wanted to talk about was I appreciate the EQ on the microphone. We usually don't get into EQ levels and things like that here. We talk more about the actual vocal techniques. But with Dimash, we seem to get into this more often than not because he's just got such great attention to detail with EQs on mics and balancing and things like that. You can tell that they really have the high end of the mic turned up pretty high so that they're really picking up all of those subtle, those kind of sparkly things that we get. So any S's, T's, things like that, what would typically be considered like a plosive from a microphone standpoint. You're picking those up very, very cleanly. All that sparkly sound on the high end. It's very clean, very crisp. Just really well done with them in terms of their EQ, their balancing of the microphone and the audio and such. But that harmonic, I feel like if they didn't EQ it like they are, we wouldn't have heard that. There is a harmonic in there. Again, like I said, whether it's another vocalist singing it or it's him, it sounds like it's him. I think he's getting a harmonic. He is that beautifully in tune here. Just amazing. Listen again real closely, guys. It happens at the very beginning of his really, really high falsetto range here. You can hear that harmonic kick in. Hear that? I think it might be an echo effect in the background. It's possible it's an echo effect. Right there, like I can hear that clear as day. That might be another voice because it actually sounds like it's lower than his voice. Either way, it's really, really impressive. If I think it's a harmonic the first listen, that tells you you're really in tune. I think it is an effect and or another vocalist. It's still really cool though. That whistle voice, baby.
Любовь, похожая на
Fake out.
счастливым сделала мой дом. Но вопреки законам сна, пускай не кончится она.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow.
Потрясающий.
What an amazing performance, guys. Holy cow. Hopefully you guys like this as much as I did. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all of that jazz. Last but not least, if you want to continue your journey down the musical rabbit hole that is this place, make sure you guys check out the next video.